How does F1 driver feedback change chassis modifications? Imagine you're sitting in a race car going full throttle on a tricky track. The way the car feels to you is what guides engineers to make important changes. In Formula One, driver feedback is like a secret map that shows where the chassis needs fixing or tuning. The chassis includes the main body of the car, the suspension, steering, cooling systems, and brakes. All these parts work together to give the driver control and stability. When drivers feel the car isn't handling right, they tell the engineers what they notice. They might say the car feels loose or stiff, or that it doesn't turn as sharply as they want. They might also mention how the car reacts over bumps or when braking hard. This feedback is very detailed because drivers describe how the car feels in different situations. Engineers then analyze this information along with data from hundreds of sensors on the car. These sensors measure things like tire grip, suspension movement, and chassis flex. By combining what the driver feels and what the sensors tell them, engineers can pinpoint what needs to be changed. For example, if a driver says the front feels loose during turns, the team might soften the front suspension or change the stiffness of the chassis in that area. If the car feels unstable over bumps, they might adjust the suspension damping or increase chassis stiffness to reduce flex. Sometimes, they change the mounting points of suspension arms to improve grip or modify ride height to balance aerodynamics and mechanical grip. These modifications can involve replacing springs, dampers, or anti-roll bars, or even reshaping parts of the chassis. Once the parts are designed, they are tested in computer simulations and wind tunnels to see how they perform. After manufacturing with advanced carbon fiber techniques, the new parts are fitted to the car. The driver then tests the updated setup and provides more feedback. This cycle continues throughout the race season, helping the car adapt to different circuits and driver preferences. Small changes can make a big difference in lap times and tire wear. So, driver feedback is essential because it guides engineers to fine-tune the chassis for better handling, speed, and reliability. It's a continuous process where listening carefully and making precise adjustments keeps the car competitive.